just saw my brother kissing me. Belly.
This right here was so intentional. Tell me it did not remind you of book 3 when Conrad says he was marrying my girl. My Belly, my girl. Yes, Hannah. Yes. Oh my gosh. When I first watched it, I noticed that instantly that he just knew the placings, everything in her room. Like, it just showcases the small details that he's always paid attention to Belly, always. And I think that's what's important for Conrad's character, is that he's acts of service, and that this is all just a build up for him to learn how to express his feelings and to express his emotions, because deep down he's just scared, and him physically vocalizing his feelings is hard for him, but he does it in his actions. And look, it's just like where he places the glass unicorn that he got her, and him just putting everything back in her room. Man is in love.
No, it's not over. I mean, we're gonna figure something out.
Sometimes I hate myself for how long it took me to notice it. That invisible force between the two of them.
Then go! Go! Stop chasing after me and go be with Jared. He's the one that wants you. I don't. Not anymore.
And it hurts. Like, my chest physically hurts to not be able to tell her that I'm in love with her.
Oh, I think you actually are onto something. That is a great point. And I think you're actually right. I think part of the representation of the sweaters means that the brown sweater is the better fit, is the better look. That means Conrad is the better fit versus the Finched sweater, which is obviously oversized, humongous, doesn't fit her properly. So Jay isn't a good fit for Belly. I think that could have something to do with it. I think you're totally right. I can see this being the case, because why then did the, costume department and Jenny and the writers purposely have these two contrasting fits for the sweaters? I definitely think this correlates to why the sweaters, or this whole sweater theory, would debunk it even further.
So I had somebody in my comments ask me if by chance 457, the number that shows up in chapter 12 when Belly wakes up after having the dream about Conrad, they were asking if there was any significance, maybe to the story or in general. I personally couldn't think of anything. Somebody in my comments over here said that they Googled 457 and they got this particular meaning, that 457 is showing you the path you must take, and it's also a sign that angels have given you a spiritual awakening, which would be absolutely on point with what's going on in the story in We'll Always Have Summer. Now, my Google search had a little bit of a different meaning or angel number revelation. This was the first one that came up. There were several, but this was the first one that came up when I Googled it. And it said that the 457 angel number conveys a message of hope and optimism for your future endeavors. If 457 is appearing in your life, it is a sign that you can trust the process and have faith in the divine timing of your journey. The angels are telling you to remain calm and not to give up hope, as great rewards are inbound. Still, this would relate to the storyline in We'll Always Have Summer as well, since both the characters are lost, but this dream was basically trying to push her and show her the journey. No matter how rough it's going to be, it's going to get you to where she needs to be, which is basically her with Conrad and Conrad with Belly. They're just meant to be. In the book, they were meant to be. For Conrad, Belly is her home. She is it for him. He's known it since the end of season 1. But that's another video that I plan on making. But, you know, obviously so many things got in the way of their story, but hopefully we'll get to the final destination in season 3.
Thank you for this good comment and question, and thank you for being kind in the question and not being snarky. I don't mind a Jeremiah and Conrad fan banter and discussion as long as it's respectful, and I like that he came across that way and didn't come in with an attitude or a snarky comment. Anyway, your question is a good one. What if Jeremy doesn't call off the wedding? So I think it's going to go one of two ways. I think it's either going to go like the books, Jeremy will call off the wedding. If he does call off the wedding, obviously it's because what Jeremy wants is that love that Conrad and Belly have. Why he's been envious of their relationship and Belly's being with Conrad is that he wants that. He wants that same exact love. And he realizes that he's never going to be able to get that from Belly in that moment. Because, like he says in the books, I want all of you. I don't want you if you still love my brother too. Like, that's not complete for me. He wants somebody that's going to love him the way he saw Belly love Conrad. And he tells the audience in season 2 that he sees that. He sees that invisible connection and string that they're always drawn to each other, and he desperately wants that, and why he's basically trying to kind of take it away for himself. But I'm hoping that maybe how Jenny changed the way Belly made the choice in season 2 to really choose Jeremiah, that she'll also make the choice to call off the wedding in season 3, because she realizes she still loves Conrad, and she can't do that to Jeremiah, you know, like pretend that she doesn't and go off and marry. Maybe it'd be more of a mutual breakup versus a Jeremiah calls off the wedding. I think we'll have Belly have a little bit more autonomy and choice in the matter in season 3.
That at that time, Conrad has not shown her that he will ever be willing to fight for that relationship as much as she will. And here's Jeremiah, you know, ready to fight for her, continuing to fight for her, just proving, you know, I think constantly how much he loves her and cares about her, even in watching her be with Conrad for so long. But I think in this moment at the end of the show, this is the person that she is falling in love with, and that feels right for her to choose at that time.